The Indian Air Force's new C-130J aircraft, one of 6 brought from the US 2 years ago, has crashed near Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh. The plane, also known as Super Hercules, had reportedly taken off from Agra in Uttar Pradesh and crashed 72 miles from Gwalior. Of course, another tragedy taking place there. Indian Air Force's new C-130J, also called the Super Hercules, which is of course a transport plane and configured for special operations and airborne assault, crashed near Gwalior. It has led to the death of 5 crew members, all of them said to be defence personnel. As of now, there is no word on what led to this accident, but the IAF has ordered a court of inquiry into the same. Remember, the Super Hercules was the very same aircraft that was used in a major show of strength against China when its troops pitched tents in Ladakh's Daulat Beg Oldie sector in 2013. It was acquired by India in 2011 and was used mainly for transportation purposes by the Indian Air Force. This particular aircraft took off from the Agra Air Base on a flying training mission and crashed in the Karauli district in Rajasthan, which is about 72 miles from Gwalior. But of course, the police said that senior officials have rushed to the spot of the crash along the Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh border. Remember, India had only recently inducted 6 C-130J Super Hercules aircraft, which were brought from the US at the cost of around 6,000 crore rupees 4 years ago. This incident is shocking since the plane, known as the safest aircraft, has capabilities of landing and taking off even in improvised or short airfields and without lights. The home base of the 77th Squadron Wheeled Vipers operating the aircraft is Hindan in Ghaziabad near Madhya Pradesh. Of course, India had recently deployed a C-130J Super Hercules of the Indian Air Force in Kuala Lumpur also to take part in the international search for the missing Malaysian airliner. Proud aircraft there being crashed and leading to the death of 5 defence personnel. My colleague Nolan joins us with more information. Nolan, it was a pride of India, something that was considered to be an amazing aircraft with special safety features, but 5 people being killed in yet another defence tragedy.
Very true. In fact, this is a very tragic incident that has taken place. The Indian Air Force's new C-130J Super Hercules transport plane. Now, it has been configured for special operations and airborne assault. Now, it's been hardly about, 6 months since we bought it from the US. 6 of them were bought now, considering the fact that how important the type of work it has done for the Indian Air Force. The government of India has gone ahead and actually ordered another 6 more. So all in all, we were supposed to have 12, but -1, it's now 11. Now, what exactly has happened over here is, point 1, the IAF has ordered a court of inquiry into the crash. It is stated, this is the information we're getting from the IAF spokesperson, that it crashed about 115 kilometers west of Gwalior Air Force Base. The aircraft was airborne from Agra at 10 hours, that is at about 10 o'clock, for a routine flying training mission. And as of now, the court of inquiry has been ordered to investigate into the cause of the accident. Now, considering the fact what has happened here, we have lost very senior officers, in fact 2 wing commanders, 2 squadron leaders, and another crew member have lost their lives in this particular crash. Now, India, again, Akshita, is very important to state this, had inducted 6 C-130 Super Hercules aircraft at around 6,000 crore rupees, about $1.1 billion US dollars. Now, incident is shocking because this plane, the C-130J, has been in service with the US Air Force and maybe about 30-40 Air Forces all around the world, and is known as one of the safest aircraft. It has capabilities surpassing other aircraft. It can land and take off even in improvised or short airfields and without lights. So it is fantastic. And everyone is shocked as to what really happened over here, because to talk about its capabilities, this same aircraft, basically it can be any different number of versions, but the C-130J was utilized by the Indian Air Force to take part in the international search for the missing Malaysian airliner. It had landed at the Daulat Beg Oldie airfield near China, the Chinese border, and it has actually helped in boosting the Indian Air Force's capability to airlift troops close to the borders.
Right, Nolan. Thank you so much for joining us with all that information.